Thank you for tuning in to Cripple Talks Comics. I am the Cripple. This is where we get together and discuss comic books, storylines, characters, and all sorts of other things with my co-host Eladrius and our master of time and space, Zipside. Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome back to the center of the multiverse. By now you guys all know the drill, and this week we are covering the 6-issue series Raven. That's right, Raven from the Teen Titans. I'm a personal fan. So, what did you guys think? I think this week I'll start with Eladrius.
Are we sure we want to do that? Because we know where he's going to go.
Where am I going to go?
You already know. The main thing you complained about before we started recording.
In his defense, it's a legitimate question.
It is a legitimate issue.
The forehead dot not being...
No, not that one.
What?
He was the art. Is that what you're talking about?
No, he wants me to insult the Christians.
Yeah, it's always fun. It's always fun.
You know, I'm a Christian, but if it's your opinion, it's your opinion.
Technically speaking, this comic did actually insult Christians, because...
I don't know. I thought by the end of it, it tried to make them seem like okay people.
Well, let me phrase that. Not Christians, but like those die-hard, those Bible thumpers is what I call them.
I feel like which may have been a problem, because you yourself have said when you don't pick a side, I feel like it started to redeem them, but I don't feel like the process was finished.
Well, for me, like I said, it came off as my experience with most Christians, because Christians are the only ones I've ever experienced this with the whole, do you believe in the Christian God? And you say no, and instead of respecting your beliefs, they go, oh, but I'm going to save your soul. I'm going to convert you. I'm going to teach you the word of God. And that's kind of what her aunt starts to do with her when she shows up. I mean, they're not horrible people. Like Raven even says throughout the book that they're nice people. They love her. They treat her with understanding and unconditional love. But her aunt does come off really Jesus-y.
Which, as a Christian, is still better than most of the Christians out there, sadly.
At least she respected, like, hey, you come to me. When you think, I'll pray for you. It's like, but whenever you want to talk to me, come talk to me, but I'll pray for you.
She did still say it in that southern, I'm gonna pray for you.
You need Jesus. Especially since they went so far in that the new artwork to towards the end have her turn into a demon and her tongue all flail around.
That demon transformation was about as demon as I've seen right now.
That was pretty fucking cool. I love it.
You like Demon Raven?
I love Demon. I fuck Demon.
Oh!
It's the tongue.
It's the tongue.
Oh, we're not taking that out. No, we're not taking that out. If I was caught online supporting Batman assaulting the mentally ill, and you didn't take that out.
Oh my God.
He didn't take that out.
Oh no, we kept that. We kept that.
When I made the joke, if we kept that, not only are we gonna keep that, I'm gonna call your wife up and be like, oh, no, ma'am. The tongue. You
don't understand. Well, I know we're making a tangent here, but have you ever seen Penny Stocking Garter Belt?
I've heard of, never seen.
Okay,
it. Because
have you seen it?
No.
Okay, it's actually pretty damn good.
Why would he watch Penny Stocking?
That's sexual.
With a title like that. What gay man's gonna go? You know,
that sounds
Penny
like
Stocking Garter Belt. That sounds like my anime. I mean, are you gonna watch an anime called Dildo Explosion? Look, the gay man's not disagreeing with mine.
Okay. I don't understand.
Now the sad part is it wouldn't be about dudes; it'd be about women.
Probably.
It's a Japanese anime,
but it's still the title implication.
As I'm trying to figure out, like, how does that equate to Penny Stocking Garter Belt to Dildo Explosion?
Because it's the association.
It's probably the fact that you name all these undergarments of females. And
okay,
so
let's do undergarments. Let's do briefs and shit, not dildo.
Because I've never.
Okay, dildo's fine. Dildo explosions just sounds horrible.
Well, let me put it this way. I've never.
Wait, but panties, stockings, hose, whatever the fuck.
Garter belt.
There you go. That doesn't sound inappropriate.
It does. Oh, it did.
Okay.
But it's funny as shit.
All I gotta say is I've never heard a gay man or a woman go, damn them boxers.
Well, okay, yeah, true. I was about to say, if we're talking about nude females and you go, I've never heard of a lesbian. No.
I was talking about, when he was talking, he was saying boxers instead of dildo explosion. I've never heard someone go,
well, also,
boxers.
Believe it or not, though, I don't go, them dildos. I'm just saying, if I'm coming down on him for that, I'm coming down on you for that, too. I
love how we've completely departed from Raven and now we're
it's the damn tongue.
It is the tongue.
What I was going for on that part was that there's two characters in a thing called Scanty and Neat Socks, and they're literal red demons that look like her. that looked like Raven when she was demon, and my wife cosplayed as one of them. So yes, there is a correlation between Demon Raven and my wife.
That's creepy. I want you to know you should feel wrong for that.
I don't. It felt so good.
Well, now that that's out there.
So going back to Raven, continue.
I don't know what the fuck.
Multiverse is dirtier for what you just did.
I mean, like I said, the artwork threw me off. I didn't like. Well, like I said, I like Raven as a character. She's one of my favorite. Has always been one of my favorite Teen Titans. And there's even some of her old personality when the little thought bubbles that she's got going on. Like, you know, what is it? She's talking about Ant.
Yeah.
And she's like, she's really nice and kind and considerate, and despite all of those things, I still like her. And I was like, that's Raven.
Right.
But then, like I said, they kind of, the artwork and the fact that the last 3 issues basically have her doing the same repeated actions kind of drew on me.
They talk about the artwork, because that's the thing too.
The dot, the triangle, the forehead triangle is off. Just off.
It's off and it's low. Instead of being on the forehead, it's on her fucking
I thought
nose.
they could have just moved it up and then it put the lower half of the diamond and it would have been fine. But they had to.
So we're gonna ignore the fact that all the people's faces in the background look like it was carved in stone. Like, look at the husband in that first issue when he's in the living room where you showed me. He looks like he doesn't look like he's in the scene. He looks like he's in the background.
After about 5 issues of that artwork, did it not throw either one of you that when she went into her little dream reality where she was trying to get her power of her soul, all the artwork was different?
Mm-hmm. And I don't.
It was way more. Yeah. It was
did they change artists?
For that specific. The second she leaves that scene, it goes back to.
Okay.
It's just like that's her perception.
Well, her perception is a lot prettier than reality.
It didn't look bad.
He doesn't look like he's in the scene, to me. Like, there's no dimension to him.
Every character that's here that's far away, like this establishing shot, looks like they're just stuck in.
And before anyone who's not a big comic book fan says it's a 2D medium, they look no. Half the comics we've covered, there's depth.
Eyes at the bottom panel.
Oh my god, is this the one where she first meets the family?
Yes. Look at the outsides in the bottom.
That throws you.
That's weird.
The daughter also.
Oh god. The artwork is a bit wonky. Let's just go with that.
The story is still good, and if you can get this on sale as a trade, I recommend it. Because especially...
You have to understand, the viewers have to understand that we're hypercritical about artwork because that's just how we are. Right. We love the artwork.
One of you is an amateur artist, one of you has a degree in the area, and I've just been a comic book nerd my entire life, so I expect standards.
That's a dirt face.
Well, I assume it's supposed to be evil.
Hey.
I think it's her, like...
I assume it's supposed to be evil.
I think it's her frustrated face, but or determined face? I don't know.
See, but the demons look cool.
And here's the thing.
That's what's killing me.
They told me that they were like... I thought at first when I saw the red one with the 4 eyes, the demon, he was standing, I'm like, is that telling me that's not the new Trigon? And then
I thought that too.
And then they were like, no, he's his son. And I was like, okay, I've never heard of his son, but at least it's not Trigon.
Yeah.
I can deal with this.
I also like No Face Raven.
Hey.
No Face Raven. I like the way she looks.
Okay. Oh, that outfit, the new outfit?
Yeah. Now, did you just get the mic closer to your face so you don't get too far away from it?
Better?
Much better, yes.
Okay. Sit up a little bit. All right, you good?
Yeah.
We're coming in good levels?
Yes.
All right.
Sorry, but viewers, I keep telling him to...
I have a problem with facing people as I speak to them, and our current arrangement's not easy to equidistant people, so I continue to turn away from Eladriel.
Yes.
So, as much of a hard time as I give the Master of Time and Space, he is trying to remind me that if I turn my head to approach the mic. So, he's got me on that one. Why do the demons look cool and the people...
Because they're demons. Why are you asking dumb questions?
No. We no. You especially. You're a comic book guy. There are people who, if one thing looks crap, the whole issue looks crap, and you can't ignore it. How come this person knows how to draw demons in the imaginary world? And I feel bad for this artist because we're just been.
Is it ever established what the main enemy was?
No,
I thought it was her inner.
No. Those are sentient beings. The balls of light. Okay, basically, there's a ball of light. That's the big antagonist, and
I'm sorry.
It's stealing people's souls and using them for like power, energy. And apparently, there's like an entire host of them, and they just lost contact with the one Raven was fighting. I don't know who they are.
No one knows. It just ends with that. I guess it's sort of trying to make you try to read more into the volumes, which
no. It was a limited series from day one, as far as I'm aware.
Okay, so
Is that maybe going to be a Teen Titans?
The only thing I can guess is that's going to be a Teen Titans thing.
Okay.
It's the only thing, because from what I could tell, because she was in the Teen Titans for New 52 also, which nobody liked.
But she's still in the Teen Titans.
Yes,
because that established that she was.
She's still in the Teen Titans. Right after this, because there's issue number 24 of the New 52 Teen Titans, and then right after this, Teen Titans Rebirth kicks off with the new team.
Excuse me. But no. Here's another thing that I didn't like. Like at first, we had the main thing there. Then we had those people who tried to ransom off the town for it. When we first see them, we see magical hand bullshit. Something happen, but as soon as she approaches them, all of a sudden they're not magical anymore. I didn't understand that.
I thought that the things were possessing them. Was I the only one who got that impression? I'm not going to say it was solidified.
I felt like it was a red herring.
Yeah,
is that what it was supposed to be?
Like it didn't need to be there.
It didn't.
Well, because she goes in there, she solves it in 5 minutes.
She was like, wait a second.
It turns out that they're not connected to the villain.
What kills me is, I agree with him, if it's going to be a red herring, at least acknowledge the fact that they were magical. Don't just say they weren't.
We're just some dudes who took advantage of the situation. And like, even if you're taking advantage of the situation, the way that she found them was that, like, we're in the city full of panic, only this one people here aren't feeling it. It's like, wait a second, no, I don't care if I'm taking advantage of the situation. I will still feel panic because this thing is eating everyone. Mm-hmm. And which means it'll get me too. So it didn't make much sense for that to be a thing. And the way they revealed the characters, like, oh shit, who are these people? What are they going to do? Like, is this a group of magic users?
Yeah, the main guy, the one who dresses in red, and I thought was Stroke from Teen Titans when they just showed his outfit in the closet. Turns out that he's not, and he just kind of I don't know who they are. Like, I don't know where they came from.
They literally got arrested by the cops, and that was the end of it. It's like, what is okay?
See, I think it would have worked better if this would have been connected to Mr. Oz.
Did she call the cops before she went in there?
She said the cops are on their way.
Yeah, but how would they? I don't know. They're busy with the giant
Wasn't the girl
blob.
missing, though? Like, isn't that why they showed up? The girl was missing, right?
I don't know.
They just...
The friend from school?
No, she saved it from the blob.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what we should call it, the blob.
They both went to the hospital, and then she was like, bah, flew off. Yeah. And I'm just like, but how are they... First of all, how are there any cops left to help you, considering they've got their hands full with
the blob?
That. And how, on top of that, you didn't call anyone, so how is anyone going to show up?
Magic.
I got it because it was supposed to be like an updating of Raven, like post-Rebirth, but I agree with you. It's got plot holes.
It's not one of the stronger Rebirth issues we've read. It's...
Which I think is why it doesn't have the Rebirth printing title on it. I feel like they just wanted to update it and was like, we're not going to...
Is this my first Rebirth title, or was the Batman a Rebirth title?
Was a Rebirth. This is not a Rebirth title, actually.
Okay.
This is technically one of those before Rebirth.
But this is her canon... character going.
This is updated you on her status quo in the Rebirth.
See, this is where me and Lazarus actually come in together on this one. Is that I thought her origin, I know my origin from Raven from the television show from Teen Titans, and with the way they showed her family, they're from a totally different dimension. Azarath, another dimension. That's where they live.
Her mother is. Yes.
Her mother is. But in this comic, apparently her mom is just a human.
No. Her mom. Okay. Her mom in the original was indeed human from Earth.
Okay.
She went to Azarath, which is not the name of the planet, but she went to a planet that worships a goddess of Azar. The goddess's name is Azar, Azar, whatever. And she this was her sister, her mother's sister, her aunt.
Okay.
Who she left behind because she left when she was a teenager.
Okay.
So she's been gone for a very long time.
Okay. From the television show, I just thought they were from a different dimension. That's what I got from it.
She grew up in that dimension.
Yeah.
But yeah, her mom was human.
Yeah. But according to the cripple, this is different.
If the one I saw in the Teen Titans movie that they released, which by the way, really good, Teen Titans versus the Justice League, is the New 52 origin, her mother fell in with a cult.
Yeah.
Then basically, like all the cults that, like a lot of the stereotypical cults, they tried the Bride of Satan ritual. This time it worked, only they got Trigon. And then in her, how did Raven put it in the movie? How did Raven put it in the movie? In a long line of my mother's great decisions, she decided to lay with him. And so she gets pregnant. She realizes the night they conceive that he's an actual, basically the devil. And so she runs away from the cult. And somehow she's able to get to Azarath, and that's where Raisin...
From what I remember,
raised.
she may have conceived Raven in a different dimension, planet, whatever. But she joins the cult because the cult is all about promising her stability, protection, and power, which at this point she wants. I mean, she's just a hopeless, lost mortal. And she joins the cult. They tell her what they're going to do, which is to summon the embodiment of all evil, which is Trigun, and that he would bless her with power. Well, he does. He gives her Raven. Then when she finds out that Trigon wants to use Raven as a vessel to inhabit, he'd kill Raven. That's the whole thing. He kills her, he takes over her body, Skinwalker style, and then proceeds to take over everything. That's not what the mother wanted for her daughter. So she took Raven and fled, and then her and the high priest of Azar raised Raven and taught her control over her emotions. Trigon shows up, says, "Oh, you guys are hiding my daughter." And then Raven's mom sends her back to Earth, and he destroys the entire dimension planet.
Okay, so
killing everybody else.
So apparently, just my knowledge of Raven.
Completely.
So my knowledge of Raven was just not even there. So the story, the background is still similar. It's just tweaked.
Yeah.
Okay.
With Raven, there as far as like thematically, there's not much difference. There's
Okay.
little details here and there, but thematically, it comes out to the same thing.
Okay, I'm sorry. I went to this thing thinking totally different about her origin, so I was just so confused by what is his sister that thinks that she was just something else.
We technically didn't know about the sister.
I want to say she's a new invention.
She might be. I don't know.
quote me.
I know that if you watch the cartoons, you probably don't know anything about her sister because Raven is practically raised in the Titan's Tower.
Right.
And we get nothing other than Trigon of her or
Because she shows up like.
But she does go to Azar one time in the Teen Titans to talk to her mom while when she
No,
was
that
getting
was
the
a
Christmas-
flashback, wasn't it?
No, she actually goes when her birthday comes up, and she goes to her mom, asks her how to stop it. She says, "Sweetie, there's no way stopping it. You have to leave."
Oh, I had to
Yeah,
rewatch that. I don't remember that part.
That's the only way I knew about her mother. That her mother was still alive, and that's how I knew they were in a different dimension because she had to go to a different dimension to even talk to her.
Because like I said, the last time I learned about her origin was what I told you.
Okay. Sorry, we're still in your point. You're still going about your thoughts of the comic.
No.
I think the last thing that you didn't like about it was the constant hitting the wall over and over again.
Yeah, the light force, the enemy that we were talking about, the blob, if you will, it can take in people and eat their souls for energy or use their souls for energy, but it can't completely consume their souls. It just uses them and does them away like tissues. And apparently she could not get inside the blob, but everybody else could. And
it was pushing her out.
Yeah, and then so she kept trying to, for like the last 3 issues of the 6-issue run, she just keeps going back, trying to push herself back into the blob each time. And I'm just like, okay, this is getting old. It's getting repetitive. Can we move on? Can she get inside the blob? Maybe we don't kill it by going inside of the blob. Maybe we just get Lysol. I mean, I just like, I don't like.
What she kept doing in the last issue was like she kept hitting that wall, but then she also kept trying to stop the people, and every single time
failing.
I feel nothing in their heads. I wish I could stop them, and she pleads them all the time. You can fight this. You can do it. 3 issues later, you can fight this. You can do it. It's like it's not working
until it turns out at the very end. Turns out she can fight this. She can do it because everyone grabs her hand and kumbaya style, and they all give her their strength.
Well, and she has to call upon the power of the spirit bomb.
Oh my gosh!
You didn't get that?
No, I didn't. I got the thing of spirit of friendship, but not spirit bomb. Thank you.
My wife, your friend, looked at me weird because I was reading that and I threw my hands up in the air and she goes, "What are you doing?"
It was really strange to hear her mom recite like some kind of prayer or something. It wasn't the Lord's Prayer. It was some weird prayer.
No, it was not a standard Christian prayer. It was something off the cuff.
Yeah, that's a lot of Christians actually do.
Yeah, they do off the cuff, but it wasn't like she picked a standard one. It was off the cuff.
I mean, whatever helps you focus your energy and give it to her to defeat the blob.
Which is what I assume they were going for, but they didn't do any other commentary.
And how did everyone grab her hand, considering everyone was like possessed and they were all running past her?
Well, there were some that were possessed. Like it only selected certain people, and most of them were like kids or something like that.
But the way that the way the artwork is drawn, all of them look like they have the blank eyes.
most of them.
But a
And they
few
were-
of them
they-
are animated. Yeah.
But they were grabbing her hand, and they all had blank eyes.
No,
'cause they were the way
the
they
ones that were
drawn.
grabbing her hands weren't the ones with blank eyes.
Go back. Let me see issue 6.
We have all the comics like right here in front
right
of us
here,
for-
which we probably should start doing on the regular.
Yeah, well, and when we have the physical comics.
Well, no. What I'm gonna do. I just thought about it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open the app on my Chromebook because it's small enough to put here, and we can just.
or you can put it on the television so we just look at it that way too.
I don't. We'd have to get one of our laptops, but I guess we could.
Okay, never mind. But yeah, because one of the people who are grabbing her are the ones who aren't possessed.
The way it's drawn, they have no eyes. No, well, they have eyes, but they have no pupils or
Yeah.
irises. So
it's-
they're just white-eyed.
It's still
just like the ones
okay.
who are possessed.
That's weird. Okay, I thought differently. But yeah, no, she kept doing it over and over again. And it was a little bit annoying. It's like, it's not working. I'm going to do it anyway. Because the main thing she got from it was that, it kept telling her, not strong enough. Not strong enough for you yet. Because it knew I can't take over your soul until I'm stronger. But it's like, okay, so maybe you should ask someone who knows more about magic and stuff.
I thought that's where they were going.
Me too.
Am I the only one? Okay, so I was.
Look at her mom's eyes. Are they not blank?
Okay, that's when they're inside of it.
How are they still holding onto her hand?
I don't know.
See what I mean?
Comics.
Magic. I mean,
Comics.
you
The plot willed it.
Cosmic force, whatever you want. What is it called? It's a cosmic force, right?
What?
Power cosmic.
Power,
Cosmic.
in Marvel, it's a power cosmic.
And this one's just
In
magic.
DC, it's the mother box.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, the mother box is a sentient machine. It's
Basically a cosmic cube.
Wait. Okay, so never mind. That's.
Am I
completely
wrong?
Off.
That's I'm okay. I talked about panty stocking and garter belt. You can be off of the thing too.
Oh,
It's on there.
We gotta pull the string. Do you want to pull the string? You're taller than me.
Well, I mean,
Well, take
I
it.
was more or less saying it's off because it's off topic.
Yeah.
And the fact that, the mother box board thing has nothing to do with Raven, but
Yeah.
I don't even know how it would. Does it go inside you? Does it, how do you take the mother box into you?
It depends on the version. Some it's a separate thing you carry with you. Some it's a part of you. And in the Earth 2 thing, we find out that Dr. Fate's helmet is basically a mother box.
Shut
and
your
it
mouth
and it breeds
right
with
now.
And it breeds with another mother box.
Oh my
Shut
God.
your mouth.
They're lesbians.
Right now.
Yes.
Oh my God, gay people can't have babies. We
Because
just have to try hard enough.
father boxes are held by the bad guys. Mother
Shut
boxes
your
are
mouth.
the good
Can
guys.
father boxes have babies?
I assume.
Oh my
Mother
God.
boxes-
Shut your
Evil
mouth.
babies.
Oh my god, that is so stupid. No, not that they can't breed, but okay, we have mother boxes. Then we also have father boxes.
You didn't know that? It's been
No,
that way
and Dr.
forever.
Fate's helmet is a mother box.
At
Bull.
least in the Earth 2 universe, yeah.
Bull.
Then what about Carrion? Is his name Carrion?
Which one?
The
The witch boy.
He didn't even have unless the cat's a
It's the
father
cat.
box.
No. I accept this as my personal headcanon. That's probably not real, but that's my thing.
Okay,
It's the
so
cat.
is it the opinion of Cripple Talks Comics that the cat that Carrion calls his familiar is actually a father box in
Earth
disguise?
2.
In
In
Earth
Earth
2. In Earth 2.
Oh my god. That's so stupid. It's so stupid. Why would the helmet be a mother? Anyway, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. It's not.
You know
that
who
simple.
else
Superman
has-
also cracks.
You know who
us
else
in
has
reality.
a helmet? Raven. She's got a helmet now.
How does
guys.
she see?
Who needs to see?
Because here's the thing, apparently it's her soul, but then
Yes.
her soul
Her
goes
soul-
over her
Like a
body and it
carapace.
becomes
Okay,
a
look,
real
just
Like
thing?
an insect, like a carapace. It just comes over.
Just because she saw Spirited Away and thought No Face looked cool, doesn't mean you need to do Judgment.
He had a face.
Oh,
His-
you're right.
his
No
mask
Face
had
didn't.
a face.
Well, she thought it'd be cool to actually have no
and that
face.
mask was just a mask. It actually had a mouth in its stomach.
Yeah, but it didn't move.
That was
mouth.
the-
It did. It did
It
move.
did not move with the mouth.
The mouth in its stomach. It did.
No, the mouth and the stomach moved. I'm talking about the mouth and the mask.
Okay, no.
That
But
was also the
I
creepiest thing in the
don't.
world.
Like I said, I don't like it. Then again, her original costume in Teen Titans, I think you really saw her face, so it's like there was no way of hiding her identity. So this time, you actually give her a secret identity. But then again,
Maybe I'm a
nah,
weirdo. I kind of like Battle Helmet Raven. I thought that was cool.
I don't. It's feathers and it's weird.
She's a raven.
I
and,
thought it was.
And apparently, she can't control her soul.
Well, that not being able to control her power source with it.
No, not the control of the powers, but it's like her soul just decides, "Hey, I'm
Look.
done with the physical body. Bye."
No, it yanked it from her.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, that was
The
okay.
first time it was yanked from her by the bubble, by the blob.
Okay, wait. Hold up. Wait. So it first said, can't absorb you, too
Okay.
strong. Now it says, give me your soul.
At the beginning, it yanks the soul out of her. Then, when the soul goes back to her because it can't control the soul, it goes too strong.
Okay.
It was commenting on the strength of the soul that it tried to nab the first time.
Okay. So let me get this other thing straight. It somehow can reach out to get someone's
Yes.
soul,
Yes. Well,
only
but
her
it needs
specifically.
everyone
Her
else
specific-
to walk.
Her specifically,
specifically.
which I believe was because she was mystical. That's what I assumed.
She could separate her soul from her
Also,
body.
with this, John
Which,
Constantine
if she's
showing
away
up in
for
issue 6 with
too long, she explodes.
It'll implode. It'll
Yeah.
implode her and the soul at the same time. And it's like,
and whatever happens to be on Earth.
yeah.
as much, and I love a lot of DC's magic.
How did they
characters.
not? Oh wait, never mind. She was on his side in that.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Injustice. How they not beat Superman if she could just do that?
but
never mind.
yeah, she worked with him. Well, technically, Trigon possessing her body.
Bitch.
Okay.
But see, I don't know. It's one of those things. I love a lot of DC's magical characters, and Marvel can be accused of this too. They make great magical characters, and then they don't give you the rules of magic, and we're all just supposed to go, sure, every time the rules of magic freaking change. The sling ring.
Okay, he's currently Eladrius is doing the
Doctor Strange sling
Strange time spell thing.
No, it's a sling ring.
Oh, the sling. Okay,
It's
no,
the
sling
portal.
ring.
It's the portal thing.
Wax off. Wax off.
I'm sorry.
Wax off.
No. Say it. What was the one from Jackie Chan Adventures? The uncle.
Ugo Gwege
That's what when I watched the movie, that was going through my head.
Hey, look,
every time.
that actually means something in Chinese.
Does it really?
It does.
Holy shit.
What does it mean?
It pretty much
Chicken
means-
broth.
No, an uncle it would
Spirit be gone. Essentially,
Oh,
that's
okay.
exactly what it's saying over again. It's
That's
like
actually pretty cool.
That's bad.
now, I'm not quite sure if it's
Much better
real
than my
Chinese.
idea.
From what I can when I read up on it, it's no, that's Shaolin Showdown. Never mind. Yes, it means that. In Shaolin Showdown,
Fuck off with Shaolin
There's-
Showdown.
hey,
Fuck off.
forget you. Shaolin
Shut
Showdown
up
was
with your
great.
Texan Shaolin monk.
Hey, you leave the Earth monk alone.
He's an Earth monk, Earth ninja.
That's
Fuck
all.
off.
He was a ninja.
You can
They were
fuck.
monks.
You can off.
Hey, look.
They were monks. Yeah, I'm
Did
sorry.
you
They were
like the
monks.
Chinese French guy they added in the second series?
The what now?
The guy
Who?
that looked like a
the
smaller,
what?
The dude with
Who?
The, yeah.
What?
The
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, you do.
No, there was no second. There was no second series.
Yeah,
What are you talking
Shaolin
about?
Chronicles.
There was only one series. What are you talking
Shaolin
about?
Chronicles.
No, there wasn't a second.
They
No,
had the little French monk
no. They,
of wood.
Who? What?
of wood.
What show is you talking about? Shaolin
Shaolin
Showdown
Chronicles.
ended after Raimundo became the leader of the dragons.
No, see that didn't.
Where
happen.
was he from?
That
Brazil.
Brazil.
Fuck off.
The girl was from Japan.
I repeat, off. You can fuck.
You mean the non-Asian Asian girl?
Yes, the non-Asian Asian, the white Brazilian,
Look. He just didn't go
and the
outdoors.
super yellow Asian kid.
Yes.
No,
Well, he was Chinese.
He wasn't Chinese. He had jaundice. You guys are just insensitive. Omi had liver disease, and you guys are just insensitive pricks.
True.
Oh, and the dragon changed scale colors from one series to the other.
There was only one series. What are you talking about?
I was gonna say, if Krillin has taught me one thing, bald people can be white.
He's
So
not
it's
bald
cool.
anymore.
He shaved it back. He's bald again.
Oh, is he bald
I
again?
don't know anything anymore.
No, Krillin was never naturally bald. He did it for martial arts reasons.
Because he wanted. No, he did it to look like a martial artist. He says that in Dragon Ball. Because he thought it looked more martial artsy. He straight up
Anyway,
says
back-
I thought it was
in Dragon
old.
Ball.
That's.
Yeah,
we'll get into that later. We'll get into that later.
You have your own show, Black Otaku. You can talk about it there.
Don't announce that yet. It's still a secret. I just worked on the opening.
Balaku.
I just worked on the opening.
You have to come out the closet sometime.
I don't want to. I feel safe in here.
But there's mothballs.
It smells nice.
You like the smell of moth? Well, it does smell like balls, so I'm sure you.
Actually, I don't know what mothballs smell like because
They're
I've actually
gross.
never.
They're
I've
gross.
actually never seen a mothball. I hear
can
about this
honestly
stuff
tell
all
you
the time.
Gross is the word you're looking for.
Okay, I've never seen one ever. But let's go back to Raven. I have a question on ethics because I always bring about ethic questions in these dang comics. In the comics, when she's at high school, she literally says she uses her powers to make the people like
Yes.
her.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
I think she's earned it.
No, she hasn't.
What, Raven?
Yeah.
She
Like,
got
she
everything
literally-
she's been through in all her
She's
past
been on
lives.
Earth a total of 2 weeks.
Oh, that's right.
She has not earned it.
That's right. I forget. I'm
You're
used to
using old Raven,
who died
this
like
one-
5 times.
This one, shut up. This one has not been here long enough.
Because old Raven died like 5 times.
They
It was
love to
resurrected.
kill and reincarnate this bitch. I hate that shit.
She was the portal. She needed to be reincarnated.
She needed to not be killed off in the first place.
And then reincarnate, and then again, and again.
Wait.
dumb.
Is she redhead? No, that's Marvel. Never mind. Sorry.
No, yeah, that's Scarlet Witch. No?
No,
She died and reincarnated.
No. Marvel has a
she
thing about
became
redheads.
not a daughter to Magneto. I'm sorry, I get confused.
Whatever. But no.
Oh no, we're covering access.
Oh God. I'm not even. But yeah, I felt it was just kind of off. As I was like, no, I feel uncomfortable here. I guess I'll use my powers to make people like me.
Speaking of people liking you,
Do you like me?
Okay, see, that's such a why
Tell
you
him no.
why you gotta be
Tell him
why
no,
you gotta
Dan.
use such
Just
strong
tell him
words?
no.
Why don't we just not label what
Why
we
can't
have?
you just tell him no? Because you don't like anybody.
You are so jealous. There's no reason to be jealous.
I'm not jealous of nobody.
Let's don't label what we have either. But
Go ahead.
okay, I'm done with you. There's speaking of people liking Ant, right? That girl named Ant, the one that she meets. She, for what we can tell, may or may not have forced her specifically to like her.
Can we also say that's a dumb name?
Well, no, it's not just. That's an abbreviation
Yes,
of her
I
name.
know.
But she goes into the hospital and suddenly Raven cares, and I'm like, you've known her 2 days.
Right.
Like, this is someone who's an acquaintance to you. They are not a best friend. They don't know all of your troubles. They don't know your life. They don't know anything that's going on with you. And suddenly they're the one thing you cling to?
Yeah, it was like she was nice to me, and so I'm worried about her. It's like, oh no, oh okay, no.
Like, when she was in the hospital, and
Yeah.
I'm like, why? And when she fought the spirit battle to take control of her soul again, because, they have different opinions about things. And I'm like, why isn't it your mother? Why isn't it anyone? I mean, you talk about unconditional love. Why isn't it your aunt?
I was hoping it would be
Or-
one of the cousins to start this off.
Yeah,
I
me
thought
too.
that would be.
Especially since apparently her and Mary Beth, I think is her name, her cousin.
Yeah.
Are turning out to be more like close. Like
yeah.
they're actually by the end of all 6 issues, they're actually pretty close.
Also, can we just say how dumb Mary Beth is?
Well, she
literally-
was trying to help.
But look, we need a DWB to get into trouble. That's how comics work.
Okay, for all of you viewers, DWB means dumb white bitch. And yeah,
And Mary Beth fits that.
What Mary Beth
we
did.
needed to move the plot along.
What Mary Beth did was, like, as the blob is growing bigger and bigger, it's absorbing people, and they see Raven fighting it, and they eventually find out, oh, our cousin Rachel is Raven, because as she's fighting, the carapace wing mask she has keeps going away. So much for a mask. So instead of staying inside,
really
away
don't
from the
like
blob,
it. You don't-
she climbs out
like
and
it.
goes to the blob itself and says,
don't like it.
Rachel, I'm here to help. What are you gonna do
She's
besides
gonna
get captured?
Rah rah ree, kick it in the knee. Rah rah ras,
I
kick
have
it in
Rick 'em,
the.
rack 'em, firecracker,
Look.
sim boom ba.
I have 2 words for you. Jimmy Olsen.
Who? Why?
Jimmy Olsen.
Why are we bringing that into this?
Let's talk about what's he gonna do. Jimmy runs towards trouble every time.
Okay, but that's his job.
At
though.
half the time he doesn't even have the camera.
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah,
who's
that's
sidekick? Or no, that's Superman.
That's
the reporter.
Superman's girlfriend's sidekick. Or wife now.
That's Superman's girlfriend's wife?
Sidekick.
Yeah, but
That's
you said
Superman's
Superman's
wife's sidekick.
I had to correct that.
Oh,
'Cause they're-
okay.
remember,
well,
they're
you
married.
said that. And
Yeah,
then
I
you
said in the wrong
wife
order.
now, and I was like, that's their wife.
That's Superman's wife's sidekick.
But continue.
On a side note, Jonathan and Damien are adorable.
Jonathan and Damien forever. Part Keith.
I need to find like what their ship name would be.
Jamian?
See, no, that sounds.
Damian? No, okay. Damathon?
Damathon sounds just as retarded. What about we?
Most
what
ship
about-
names sound retarded.
Why don't we do Super Robin? Because
Why
Robin
Super
Boy
Robin?
doesn't come out right.
That's Super Robin.
Superboy Robin.
But doesn't Robin actually become super for a while though in the
No.
comics? He got superpowers.
Not Damien.
Yeah.
In Injustice, that's all. That's a
No. He actually got the powers like invulnerability and stuff like that for a while.
No.
Yeah.
Not that I'm aware of.
I will
look,
prove
look,
you
look.
wrong.
I'm gonna need you to keep your Speed Force and your Lightning away from a Batman because it's frying your brain.
Really?
Yep, I went there.
Do you
I went there, Black Lightning.
Doesn't that make him the fastest though? I thought Black Lightning was like the fast. Why are we talking about this?
First off, Black Lightning had nothing to do with super speed.
No, it does.
No,
It does.
No, he doesn't.
Not Black Lightning. The Black Lightning Trail. You tard.
Who has Black Lightning?
Fucking
Death.
No, not just Death. The other one that kills them all and takes all of their speed force.
Oh, Godspeed. But
he
Godspeed
gets-
is yellow.
No, he gets black. I was watching the whole thing. He gets black.
Oh, you're talking about on the show?
No. In the comic,
Okay.
Before he's defeated, he's absorbed
Oh,
enough of them
you're
that
right,
he
you're
runs
right, you're
faster
right.
than Flash.
Yeah,
and he gets
that's-
Black Lightning.
That's Lightning Strikes Twice. We'll be covering that.
Why does
Okay.
nobody was talking about no black?
I was talking about Black Lightning.
Black Lightning's awesome. I'm going to watch that show.
I don't even
You
know
mean
who the fuck that
Discount
is.
Static? Because
Discount Static, yes.
Static is the root.
Only because I want the daughters.
While we're on that subject,
Wait, rephrase?
yes.
Okay, excuse me. I want those characters to be in something. Those are awesome characters. Thunder and Lightning. Literally, one could stomp the ground and put seismic waves through that. The
Oh,
other
you
one
mean
turns.
those Teen Titan villains? Because they were villains in Teen Titans, but they weren't girls.
They were gods in the
Yes.
thing. It
But that
so
was
weird.
straight up Thunder and Lightning, though. They had all the powers and abilities of the two characters you're talking about.
I'm just picturing the rundown now. You want a little thunder? How about a little light?
Lightning.
Then get your ass knocked
Also,
out.
as a Black Lightning fan, I do have a quick question for you. There's a big debate raging. I thought you were a fan. You're not a fan.
No, I said I want to watch the show. I don't know anything about the man.
As a
Like
big-
he's real.
Well,
He's not.
The only thing I
Fiction, like Batman. He's not real.
the only thing that
Bruce Wayne is not real.
the only thing I don't like about it is that they're making it a suit instead of him actually having the powers. I know.
Oh, I hate that. That's-
yeah, it's a suit, but the girls
Ant-Man-
will
no,
have metal
Adam.
powers.
Adam.
But Adam's always been a suit, though.
Has it?
Yeah, always. It's always been.
The Atom?
He hasn't had an armor suit, but the suit always gave him the shrinking power.
The spandex from Justice
yeah,
League
the
Unlimited?
belt. The belt. It was the belt. I
Did
believe.
not even notice that he had a belt. It looked like Batman's belt. It looked like a fucking fanny
No,
pack.
that the belt was always what did.
Pim particles in DC.
Yeah,
no,
but
there were no particles. It was
But Pym particles,
same thing.
is it a suit?
Vice.
Is
The Pym
it-
particles are no, it's not the suit. You can put the particles on anything.
But he used the suit in the Ant-Man suit.
in the Atom.
But not his daughter. His
No,
daughter
she
just-
is natural. Yeah. She. This is what happens when you down scientific shit and don't know what it is.
She's still really cool. And then
She
they
is
kill
really cool.
her.
I like statue.
But they bullshit.
I just had a quick question. As somebody's been reading the debates. I'm a Static fan, but I don't know jack about Black Lightning. You seem to know at least a little bit more than I do. But it's more.
What's the word you say? Un poquito?
Un poquito.
Un poquito?
But this is still a little bit more than I do. There's a big debate on whether or not Static should show up in the series. Apparently, hardcore Black Lightning fans don't want that. I think it's cool. I would love Static to show up in the series, so then we can make a Static series, and I could not have to watch.
I mean, why would Flash show up in a Green Arrow thing? Like, it's totally fine if this shit to happen. It's not a problem. The only thing I don't like is that Black Lightning's not going to be part of the Arrowverse, which means
No, he
Black
is.
They confirmed
They
that now?
confirmed that.
Okay, so
it's a
he's-
CW show now. CW took the rights over.
Okay.
It's being run by Bertinelli. We knew it was going to be part
Okay,
of the.
because it was initially came out that it was not part of the Arrowverse at all.
That was been rescinded because it was already done by Bertinelli, and Bertinelli was trying to get Fox to play ball, and then Fox refused to play ball because it's Fox.
Okay.
And so
Okay, if that's the case, I'm no problem being a Static show. I don't even care if Static would be part of a
supposedly
team.
they're already slating him to be part of the big crossover because they do one every year. So he's already supposed to be slated to be part of it.
We are so far from Raven right now.
Wait. Well, here's
Oh, for me, I'm just like, if only I care about the Arrowverse.
Only reason I care about it is because Flash.
I hate that it's called the Arrow. No, the Flareoverse. I'm sorry.
I quit.
It's dumb.
I quit
I
Flash.
like Legends.
I for Green Arrow, I stopped. I think after which one was what Jason Blood?
You want me to remember the Green Arrow show?
That's about as far as when
Hashtag
Flash
not
showed
mine.
up in the Arrowverse in Green Arrow is when I stopped watching Green Arrow because I mean,
Hashtag not Green
Flash.
Arrow. Not even not my Green Arrow. Just not. I like Steve Amell.
I put that hashtag in the Captain.
I
Falcon
saw
thing,
that.
too. That's,
People are gonna think we don't like Sam Wilson.
I don't care.
I like Sam Wilson.
If they'll listen, they'll know we do like him.
Are you doing clickbait? If we resorted to clickbait,
mean-
only 7 shows in.
Why not? And 6. Apparently, we're in 6.
We're in 6.
This Batman was number 7.
Huh? Oh, look at us, almost in the double digits. We should do a Crisis at 10.
You are a crisis at 10.
That was good. I'm gonna give you that. We should do Infinite Crisis. We had it.
No.
No! Even I don't want to do Infinite Crisis.
Eventually, because we do specials every so often, eventually one of mine, it's going to be a crisis. We're going to have to deal.
What a crisis.
Will it be a Superboy Crisis? Superboy
If
Prime?
you want, I will get the other one because you guys hate Superboy Prime that much.
No, if you bring that one up, I will have a chance to air all of my grievances directly to Jeff Johns.
Direct, you're gonna like send it in an email to Jeff.
Damn straight.
Mr. John.
It's like, dear Mr. Jeff Johns.
Like, it's not even gonna be a podcast. It's gonna be Landry just reading this scathing letter.
And just us going like, is that how you feel? Okay.
Okay. Next line.
But let's get a little bit back to Raven.
Just a little bit though.
This is just a little bit. But just like you said, I think earlier, the thing is like, I'm upset that we did this and we don't even know what the hell it wanted, what it was, or anything like that. We got left on a cliffhanger, and as you said, this is a mini series, so we won't even get an answer to it unless we go somewhere else.
What I feel like happened was when they asked, because I can't imagine the writer, the way this is written, I don't think the writer came to DC. You know what I'm saying? To do this, I think DC picked a writer to do this. What I think happened was DC said, we need something to set up the status quo because we have Teen Titans coming out. And, you know, so many characters are different. We need to establish our Raven now. And I feel like they picked somebody, and he accomplished his mission of establishing Raven's personality. And then didn't pay attention to the rest of the watercolor painting that he made. And just said, it's got Raven, done. And I feel like that's what happens. Because we get plenty of Raven's personality, and then nothing else in this mosaic makes any sense.
Has Raven ever been dumb? Like, common sense fighting dumb?
Because I will admit that I'm glad, speaking about her intelligence, that they actually do point that out and say, okay, she's not superhuman genius level. Because, you know, back when she was studying on her home planet / dimension / temple, they taught her how to master her emotions and control that and stop Trigon from killing everybody. They didn't really teach her math. So she can't
How did she actually just say that, too?
Yes.
So she can't really tell you what the percentage of 350,000 people is compared to 27,000. And I'm just like, you know what? Good for you. However, yes, I'll agree that in the realm of what you're talking about, the context, she's always been a decent fighter. She's always known what to do, how to fight. I doubt she would have ever tried to ram her face into the barrier 5 times before realizing, oh, this is not how this is supposed to go.
And I will say this is not a reoccurring problem in the Teen Titans.
Yeah.
It's not like she's trying to headbutt the magic user that they fight.
And was it also a little annoying that every time it hit her, it's like, wait, where am I? What am I? Oh, wait, I know who I am. Smack. Oh, wait, where am I? What's
Groundhog
going on?
Day.
It's like, okay, we get it. It's more powerful than her. Let her think on how to beat it.
I liked the idea that it happened. It just happened too many times. I feel like twice would have established that that's what happened.
Thank you.
And then we could have moved on. I'll give you that. I like that it happened, but 4 times is a bit excessive. But at the end of the day, I think that's the biggest problem with the overall story in this is it's a bit excessive. It can all it's okay, this is a cool idea. It's a bit excessive. The school is a cool idea. The fact that she mind controls people to be her friends is a bit excessive. Although it does establish her mental powers, and as someone who's known about Raven for some time and knows what she's been through, the feels. But it's excessive.
That doesn't give her the right to say, be my
But
friend.
she's never, see, that's the thing though, she's never done that in past Ravens.
Right, from what we know.
Well, yeah, we haven't read any other Raven things, but we watched the show, and
Yeah.
in the show, and from what I found on her synopsis, she never does that.
In the show and in the movies I've seen, yeah.
She's like, you like me or you don't like me. I don't
Well,
care.
I would prefer that you just keep your opinions, your thoughts, and your presence away from me,
Yeah.
because, you know, I've got all these emotions that I gotta deal with, so I don't got time for your emotions. Unless, of course, you're another person, and then I have to take your pain into me. That
got annoying. Thank you for reminding me. It's like
the first couple times, again, like you were saying with excess, it was cool. It showed Raven. It showed us the side of her that's willing to sacrifice to help people.
And will you explain a little bit more?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then at one point, specifically, it goes right back into ramming her head against the barrier. She goes to a shelter, an abandoned building where a bunch of people are hiding from the blob, right? And they're afraid. And so she takes in their fear, their hurt, their hopelessness, and she takes it all in and she's trying to process it. And because she's trying to process all these other emotions, the blob thinks that she's one of these people, and so it takes her towards it. And she willingly goes because she needs to get into the blob, and then she rams into the barrier again. And it goes, not yet, not powerful enough, for like the 8th time. And it sends her sliding down the little bubble. And I'm just like, why? Like, why? I mean, okay, we get that she takes in hurt and pain. She did it with her friend, with Archer, the guy who
went blind.
Which was good. That was her first time. And then the second time, and the only other time it should have been showcased, was when she took the pain and hurt away from Ant. When she was laying in the medical bed. I was like, that makes sense to me. That's Raven. She's willing to take in other people's pain and suffering. And even on top of her own. However, when you do it 50 times, it's like, it didn't work the first time. Why are we doing it again?
See, to me, it would make sense for her to do that if it, I don't know, made her more powerful. If she could like convert all that sadness and things into her own magic and become more powerful and defeat it, that probably would have been a much better idea. But instead of just like, I'm going to take all the pain and I imploded.
The purpose of her taking in the pain but not gaining more power is because she's supposed to be an empath.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be able to feel what you're feeling. And again, it establishes, because Raven's entire character she's my one angsty character. She's the character I like that is angsty for this.
Is real in her.
Yes. And her entire thing is about she suffers a lot. And that's her character. She suffers. And if she doesn't suffer, everyone else will suffer. So she tries to suffer for everyone as a whole. So it makes sense that she'd take it in and it would make her more powerful. It should not have taken her that long to realize that she could absorb other emotions besides pain and suffering. Because at the end, that's what helps her defeat the blob, is she takes in everyone's inner emotional strength. And I'm like, you didn't know you could do that. You're what, 16 years old? You've raised like most of 14, 15 of those years were spent in training to hold your emotions at bay. And you didn't know that you could absorb other emotions besides the negative ones.
Well, I feel like that.
Come on, get some Green Lantern in this bitch. Give me some good emotions.
I feel like that was supposed to be a big revelation, but again, to me, it goes back to the excess because they added so many extra steps in the cycle that reveal didn't become authentic.
So pretty much what happened is that the writer pretty much padded like 2 issues just to spread out to 6 issues.
And the thing that kills me is this could have been a solid 6-issue story. Raven has a lot of solo power, and there was a lot of personality in it that could have been spread to 6 issues.
I think if she had not been fighting the blob, if in the first thing we had seen is her banishing one of those siblings that she has back to Trigon's dimension and saving San Francisco from that, it would have been much better.
See, I saw the...
That you still could have gotten the confrontation with her negative side.
Exactly. See, I saw the movie. The animated movie. And in that, they were a big enemy. Like, her brothers kept returning, and that's what I thought we were going to get. Especially
the red one that looks like Trigon. They made a point of him destroying all of her armor in that like little flashback, that dream she had. I'm like, why didn't she just fight him? And then, like, by saving us from them, even though nobody knows that she did this, because that's how magic and superheroes work, we would have gotten a much deeper, much more involved, much more... What makes Raven different from her other siblings?
Also, how many people now know that she's Raven? Like, even the doctors.
No, at the end, she makes them all forget.
Yep.
She has so much power from all of their inner strength that she wipes all of their memories.
One more day. That's all I'm going to say.
What? I don't get it.
Spider-Man, one more day.
I have no
He sells his marriage to the devil.
Oh my God, we've got to let that go.
I'm never letting that go.
Okay. I did not know that.
And people want to devalue gay marriage. At least we don't sell it.
To the devil so that Aunt May can come back to life. You know the woman that's like a bajillion years old?
Oh, yeah, no, you didn't tell me this. And then Aunt May came and was like, Peter, why'd you do that?
No, she didn't, because nobody but him and Mary Jane remember.
But if she did know, she would have slapped him and been like, you should have let me die.
Like, I'm old. I've lived my life. Let me go.
What is it? She's all about sacrificing for Peter.
Did you watch the video with me, or have I shown you the video where they cover that one? No. One more day? He literally goes throughout the Marvel Universe, and everyone tells him for, like, issues. Doctor Strange, the Fantastic Four, Black Panther, they're all like, dude, people die. Deal with it. He blames everyone. Like,
I mean, she was also kind of waiting to die.
Iron Man pays for her medical bills.
Her husband died. She was kind of lonely.
Right? He denied her the right to see the man she loved.
Well, granted, I'm an atheist. I don't believe in that. But, you know, her not having to face another day waking up next to an empty bed, or waking up to to a single size bed because she couldn't afford a queen size would be nice.
Well, it's established in the Marvel Universe that there is a heaven and good people go there. So Ben is waiting there.
Is it like the DC one where people still age and die of old age? And
No, that wasn't
disease and
heaven.
shit?
That was the Paradise Pocket Dimension.
Fuck off, Paradise. You got disease. It's Paradise, but you got disease.
Infinite Crisis.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Infinite
We'll
Crisis.
cover it. We'll
cover
cover it.
Infinite Crisis. I got a yes.
Superboy.
I know about the pleasure dimension. That's all I know. I don't know anything about everything else you're saying. I have no idea.
I guarantee you the pleasure dimension would be pleasurable to only you two. I'm pretty sure because DC,
that's
they're all straight.
No, that's the pleasure dimension. That's how that's what they call it. It's like we call it the Paradise Dimension.
They say it's a Paradise Dimension.
In the first one, in Crisis on Infinite Earth.
Oh, okay.
I believe it's called.
But when
Pleasure
Jeff
Dimension.
Johns brings it back, it's Paradise.
Because it sounds better than Pleasure Dimension. Pleasure Dimension sounds like an orgy.
I figured, isn't that what you two were expecting?
No.
The pleasure dimension.
See,
well, first of all, your penthouse form needs some work. But, I mean,
Yeah, it does.
welcome to Cripple Talks Comics After Dark, where we discuss the Pleasure Dimension.
it's still bad. You need work too.
Yeah, and you have the voice, but you just don't know how to use it correctly.
No,
Pleasure Dimension.
you need to not go high pitched. You've got this smooth
deep.
baritone. You need to
You need to embrace it.
yeah.
Embrace my smooth baritone.
Now you're forcing it a bit. We'll work on it. We'll work on it. Because I need you to voice act in some projects I have.
Oh my
I need
god.
you. You're going to be Davos. You're going to be the real Davos.
I'm down with that.
From what?
From
sorry.
apparently Iron Fists.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. From Iron Fist.
Sorry, I had a moment. I reminded myself of the Netflix series. Continue back to, let's go.
I'm gonna be the dragon.
When is I'm gonna be the Yes. Can he play all the dragons of the Marvel Universe? Can we just have an Eladrius
Are
play
there
dragons?
multiple? I thought
Fing Fang Foom. Space Dragon. Fing Fang Foom.
See,
Wait, that's not a Dragon Ball Z thing?
I don't.
Sounds like
no, no. Hold up. I don't appreciate you talking about Fing Fang Foom like that. Fing Fang Foom is an awesome character.
And he's from space.
Screw you.
And he's a
Stop
space-
laughing. Fing Fang Foom is a great dragon. Shut up. It has 3 heads.
Wait.
And 3 names.
Wait. Say it again.
Fing Fang. Fing Fang Foom. God dang it.
It sounds like a Chinese restaurant dish.
Do it again.
The thing. All right, careful. I'm not paying the mouse for this.
I think I hear your wife outside the door talking about it.
Probably.
Oh, my chest hurts.
But yes, he's a space dragon. Don't you like space dragons?
Don't have mercy. No.
Shumagorath.
Who?
Exactly.
It's Shamagorath. Learn to talk.
It's Shumagorath.
It's Shamagorath.
It's Shuma.
In what world? Do it. Look it up. It's
It's
Shamagorath.
gobbledygook.
It's
It's better.
a pimp named
Bit-
Slickback.
But yes,
Oh my god. It's
going back.
I was going to talk about Trigun's bad name, but I think
What about his bad name? What?
I don't have it anymore. It left me after the pimp name.
What you got
Slickback.
against Trigun?
I don't remember anymore. I had a whole argument prepared in my head.
Well, then why did you bring up the dumb name of the dragon?
It's not a dumb name.
It's a dumb name.
Fing Fang is amazing. I think we now have a button to make him laugh now. Oh god, I think I'm gonna turn his laugh into a sound bit for the soundboard.
You need to. You need to. It's not like.
Oh,
you can
wait,
stop
put your head
you.
back up. Put your head back up. Put it back up. Look at brighter his hand is compared to his face right now.
Oh, it's crazy.
Oh my god, I can't breathe.
Dude, the Red Hulk is lighter than Eladrius' face right
Oh
now.
my god, the red skull.
The Red Gay?
The red what?
The Red Gay.
Why do I have to be gay? Why does that
Because
have
you
to
are
be...
gay.
Are you the white straight and
Yes.
he's the black straight?
Yes.
That's kind of shitty.
I'm just telling you how it works.
I am more than my sexual orientation, good sir.
Eladrius'
I am more
face
than
is
my
red.
race.
Eladrius' face
You are
is redder
nothing
than
but
Red
cripple.
Hulk. I am the cripple.
You are nothing but
Also,
cripple.
I give props to the artist on one thing.
What's that?
She is wearing a full body suit for her battle garb.
By the way, same way in Teen Titans. It
Yeah.
is not the
It's
one
not
piece bikini
yeah.
with a cape.
That was kind of weird to me.
Teenage me didn't mind it so much.
Here's the thing. Even teenage me, when I saw this, I thought, oh, she has stockings on. Now then later, it's like, oh wait, no, that's just her freaking skin.
Yeah, if you go back and watch it, that's just her skin. She's literally wearing a one-piece bathing suit with a belt and a cape.
Like she's working.
I think this is, but it's not Raven. This is what, Starfire or something.
No,
No,
that's
this is
Raven in Old
Oh,
Teen Titans.
shit.
Go
And-
back
and-
and watch it. The shadows look like she's wearing stockings.
I'm so good.
It's
I'll take your word for
It's a
it.
one-piece bathing suit with a belt and a cloak.
That's all she has on.
Which I mean is still, considering the other female member on that show was literally wearing a
mini skirt.
cheerleader uniform with no.
It's better than what they tried to put her in when they rebooted it, which was Slave Garment. Hi, who's this? Oh, we now have special guests in the place.
do we need to leave or?
Oh, he's come to join us.
Oh, okay. Can we say who's in the background here?
It's Eladris.
Oh, I'm asking them. Yes, Eladris'
Eladris' husband
is
is come to join us.
You know, if you're gonna come in here with food and crap, at least you could just bring some for us.
Yeah, he will not be joining us on the podcast.
No,
No,
But I mean,
no, he's not.
No,
I think
know.
we've covered most of our complaints and good stuff about Raven.
I think so. I mean, what are we at? Anyway?
I wish there was more like magic things she did. She didn't really do a
I
lot of
wanted
magic.
John Constantine to show up and make fun of the blob. That was.
You just want John Constantine in everything.
Yeah, I do. I feel like that would make
it's
every
because he
DC book
is
better.
John Constantine.
You know
Yeah,
what?
he sold his friend's souls for
Look,
power.
Look, okay. It's a game called Icons, folks. It's a great superhero game, and I feel like I'm getting a lot of hate for a decision that anyone would have made in my position.
In this game, because we do play this game, we did play this game, is that he was given the opportunity to get power, and all he had to do was just sign his friend's souls away and his wife's soul. And you know what he said? Where do I sign?
Okay, again,
I believe his rationale was, "I'll fix it later."
first of all,
Very good, John Constantine.
I was pretty sure I had enough power to save 3 out of the 5 of you. Okay, that's A. Secondly, I feel like anyone would have done that in my position, especially since you had super speed powers. And I know for a fact you'd have thrown me off a bus to get super speed powers in a heartbeat. Probably these two too.
In real life, no. I would never sacrifice any of my friends. Now, random person or stranger, maybe. Random person on the street, maybe. But my friends, no. I would never
He's
sacrifice
just saying
them.
that because he thinks Barry Allen's listening through the Speed Force.
No. That this is a literal thing. I will never sacrifice my friends and family.
Okay.
Random stranger, I really
When the sky lights up with magic light, then I want you to remember that, and I want you to just step 5 feet back.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, did someone call Shazam?
No,
His
lightning
name is-
strike twice. The Speed Force hatched open, and lightning bolts went through things and gave a bunch of people speed powers.
I'd kill you for Shazam powers.
Shazam.
No, okay.
No,
so
you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. His name's not Shazam in it.
It is Shazam.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck
Shazam.
off.
It's
was-
Shazam
it's
now.
But it's not
Shazam.
lightning. He doesn't have lightning anymore.
When he calls it down, it's lightning.
No,
Not anymore.
He has new gods. Gods.
And they're not new gods as in
They're
gods
not
from
new
Genesis.
gods. New gods. They're brand new.
Different
God.
deities.
They're different gods than before.
So not only does Shazam not have the
the wizard is one of them.
Shut up. Not only does not Shazam not have
Wonder
the right
Woman.
powers, now
Wonder Woman.
no.
They
wait.
took away all the Greek god powers and gave them to Wonder Woman. They're
So-
hers now.
So let me get this straight.
Yes.
Not only is Dr. Fate's helmet now a mother box, Shazam
Only-
doesn't
okay.
have god powers.
The Dr.
anymore.
Fate Mother Box thing, I believe,
Shut
is
up.
only in Earth
I know
2.
what you're going to say, but I still hold my point. Shut up.
Okay.
It's stupid and wrong. It's stupid and
Would you
wrong.
prefer to
Like
be
the
a-
gods can't give more power to other people besides Wonder Woman.
But
They're gods.
Yeah, but she's the only one that sells books.
I concede.
She's the only one that sells books.
I'll concede to that because
There you go.
no one buys Shazam books. Although yes, it was confusing when they
It's-
started calling him Shazam. It's like no, that's not who he is.
Well, it was confusing for those of us who read comics. For all the other people, like,
oh, it makes sense.
because everyone, according to DC, again, I'm a comic book nerd, so I will never have been at that level of knowledge to say that they were wrong. According to DC, they did a poll, and everyone who's not a comic book fan went, "Oh, Captain Marvel, that guy from Marvel," and then everyone went, "Well, yeah."
Or then you had people like me when they're like Shazam, and I was like, oh, who's this person? Oh, it's the little boy that Superman beats the shit out of. That's who this person
Poor
is.
Billy, he dies every time in an alternate universe, and even in the main universe, Superman still beats
In the
him.
cartoon, he just gets the
He
shit
beats
knocked out
the
of him.
crap out of him. And that's
Until
his
like
childhood
Wonder Woman
hero.
and Batman run up and go, enough is enough.
8 is enough.
Okay. He got his crap beaten out of him in his god form, so it's
No,
fine.
he turned into a kid.
Turned to a kid and Superman kept
Yeah.
beating him.
He got hit so hard, he
got
got
turned
knocked
into a
out of
kid.
his god form.
Okay, then that's where Superman stopped, right?
he was laying on the ground almost unconscious, and Superman just kind of holds up, and he's like looking at him, and then Batman's like,
Okay, now, okay, that's where we go too far then. Never mind. I thought he stopped when it's like, okay.
when you know Batman is telling you about what you're doing wrong with child abuse, then you
Okay.
know you've gone too far.
Look, all right,
you
look,
seem
I'm gonna
so
need
hurt.
the Batman shade to tone down a little bit.
Oh, so you can talk about my Flash shade, but we
What you
can't talk
mean?
about
Oh,
Batman.
totally.
What you mean,
Barry
Batman
sucks.
shade? I throw so much at it, he hides in it. I don't understand.
That was
good.
okay.
You didn't think that was good?
No, it wasn't.
He does hide.
You
his
like
shade.
Barry Allen. Your opinion on everything else.
I
is
like
different.
Barry Allen, Wally West, and
If you say Bart, I'm gonna throw a shoe at you.
I'm not gonna say Bart. I was
Okay.
gonna say Baby Iris, not Big Iris. They had a child, Iris, who
Yeah,
became the Impulse.
yeah. That's not confusing. But then again, still better than Peter Parker, who names all his children after dead people. So, look at it. Any alternate universe, it's always a dead person. And no, one person is fine. All your children is creepy. All of them is creepy.
You want me to name my child after you die?
Well, that would require me to die, and that's just not going to happen.
Oh, trust me.
Oh, no.
It'll happen soon.
It won't happen.
So,
My paranoia will keep me alive indefinitely. Look at Bruce Wayne.
His money keeps him alive indefinitely.
you're not here.
Listen, Mr. Social Anxiety.
Hey.
One more comment from you and I'm shoving a mic in your face.
I'm about to say, hey,
No, I'm just letting him know.
Uh-huh.
One more comment from him, and there's gonna be a mic, and then we're gonna hear,
don't make fun of him.
I will make fun of
I
him.
had a stutter too, so shut up.
Yeah, and we still gotta listen to you.
I just talk fast now, way too fast.
Gotta go fast.
Faster, faster, faster. Sonic X, gotta go faster.
Okay.
Gotta go faster.
Copyright.
So like,
You can do your own cover of stuff.
who came first, Flash or Sonic?
Flash.
I will come across this table and smack you if you really ask him that question.
Why wouldn't I ask that question?
One can literally go the speed of sound, the other can go the speed of light and
He
time.
said who came first.
Oh, who came first? Oh,
Who-
sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought you say who was
You are
faster.
so defensive.
I would say no, because it's a thing that happens online. People actually, who would win between Sonic and Flash? Like, that is a dumb question.
What's the same as who would win between Flash and Quicksilver?
That is a dumb fucking
It is
question.
enough. What's the same thing? The reverse hit for Green Arrow and Hawkeye, who would win? Have you looked at their feats? What they've accomplished?
I don't know either one of their feet, so.
Oh, no.
But I think Hawkeye is better.
shoots ridiculous amounts of things at ridiculous, inhuman proportions.
Okay.
That Oliver Queen is dead.
It's like comparing the colors red and blue. You can't. I mean, you're comparing two fake people to each other.
Look. You like Wiccan Hulkling, and it's great.
Yeah, but I'm not comparing them to your people
Mm.
or yours.
What are my people?
Flash. It's really disgusting.
He
You
is
should
one
hide that.
Flash would destroy Hulkling. Wiccan would probably destroy the Flash.
How?
Batman has
Okay.
a plan to beat everyone.
Aside from me not participating in these imaginary people duels,
You're already in it, but continue.
I need-
You have taken the bait. You are now hooked. So go ahead and say what you want to say.
do you know what Hulkling's powers are?
See, he's in.
See, you pulled him in. You pulled him in.
No, I know. What is his powers?
Oh, okay. So
How are they better
you're
than Flash's?
ignorant. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
He pulled
Educate me.
He pulled you in.
Why would I educate you?
Oh,
you're
you're
beyond hope.
Oh,
Oh.
damn it.
Go break.
So close.
Go break time and space.
I will multiple times
Help me,
until
Obi-Wan
Hulkling
Kenobi.
doesn't exist anymore.
I'm sorry. You'd have to break yourself, Master of Time and Space. So by
I
all
feel-
means, go ahead.
I feel like that's an appropriate action. Please do.
Wow, you're pretty broken enough for all of us.
Well, yeah, he's the cripple,
It's my thing.
but Batman is very broken. So
Mentally.
I feel like there's just a lot of hate for a great hero, and so that's what's gonna happen.
wait, did we mention a hero?
Batman.
Flash. Flash. We mentioned
Flash.
Flash. He's a
And we
hero.
mentioned
Flash is
Hulkling
not
and
a hero.
Wiccan, but
Yeah, they're heroes.
Oh.
But what about who did you mention that's a hero?
who?
Who?
All the Batman, actually.
He's not a hero.
Terry's a hero. Bruce is a hero. Okay, you really can't argue that Terry's not a hero, first of all.
Okay, but he's in the future. We're talking about now.
Still in Rebirth.
I'm not even.
Yep.
I'm not
Just
even.
wait until
Look,
they come out.
that
and tell
face you
that
made,
he's
that face you
biologically
made,
related.
Chinese Superman. It's the same face
There's
I
a
made.
Chinese Batman coming out too, and
No,
a Chinese Wonder Woman.
He's part of the Chinese Justice League. Yeah, I think they're gonna release a Chinese Trinity issue. Yes.
Your
Yes.
face is the face I have whenever they talk about this shit.
Frankencastle.
Toad Frog.
Tothor.
Tothor, excuse me.
Not
and,
nearly-
and also, my favorite.
Toad frog.
Frog. You mean every other
I'm so
frog?
dumb. I'm so dumb sometimes.
You really are.
But of course, my favorite, Catwolf.
No. Horseface Thor. Nothing beats Horseface Thor.
Catwolf.
What was his name again? Bojangles?
I don't know what
Beta Ray.
I knew you were gonna get him to do it.
I don't care. I love the way Beta Ray Bill says his name.
Blah, 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 blah.
Beta Ray Bill says his
Bale.
name in Hulk in World War Hulk.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah.
Really?
That's what he sounds
With your
like.
mumble mouth,
Oh.
really?
Sir.
I like how
Sir.
he says his name in World War Hulk.
That's how English works. Good job.
You can't just mumble profanity. You have to enunciate it.
What we're saying?
That was just something about enunciating profanity.
turned my mic off.
You did turn his mic off.
What?
My name is literally in the podcast.
What? What did you say, Ladris? I can't hear. I can hear only you right now. I can only hear you.
Turn my mic.
Can you hear
It's back. Oh, hey, Cripple, you're back.
Did you
Welcome
hear
back.
him when he was leaning over?
No, not at all. Actually.
No,
Oh,
last
really?
last time when you didn't have that mic, you had that one. I was able to do it.
Yeah, I know.
You'll hear me in the view.
So bad.
Trust me, if I actually, if I did the real editing on this one and actually took care of it, you would be
wouldn't be able
gone.
to hear me.
You'd be gone.
Does it,
You could be,
does it make you feel
need
big?
To, like, you need to
Does it make
glare
you feel
at
like
him.
a big
powerful,
man?
so I don't give a
Oh, it makes you
damn.
feel like a big man? I'm so
powerful.
glad.
Technically, isn't he like taller than you?
I don't know. Without the hamstring
Oh, look, he's
issue.
gone again.
Without the hamstring.
Oh, wow. What were you saying? Go ahead again. I'm sorry. I promise I won't do it again.
Without
Today.
the, without the hamstring issues, I think we're about the same height. What is your actual?
About 6'1".
Jesus.
Okay, so no, you
Too
do
tall
have a
for
couple
me.
inches on me because I'm
What- how
5'8",
tall are you?
fully stretched.
So we're about the same height.
Christ. Like 5'6".
Oh, by the way,
5'7"
we're
for
covering
me.
Frankencastle in honor of Eladrius' husband.
Oh, I thought we were covering Bane for him.
No, you wanted to actually make him happy. I'm covering Frankencastle so that he can know that we are pouring actual time and energy into something he hates. Because I'm a horrible person.
Does Bane have his own solo issues?
No, because
Oh, yes,
people aren't-
Batman.
Yeah.
Again, one more comment out of you, and I'm putting a mic in your face, and then your social anxiety.
We can cover that one. I'm not a big fan of the ending, though, but we can cover that
Take
one.
my mic.
The Bane
Just
run
a
of Batman.
Okay.
It's not.
What, the backbreaking one? Or
No, that's Nightfall, which is actually really good.
There's the one that he's ranting about. Steve, what's his name? John King, some shit.
Tom King.
Tom King.
Ugh.
He's a writer anyway.
He's writing current Batman Rebirth.
Okay.
Yeah, he has an entire like run that looks like it's about mostly Bane. 3 issues? What?
3 arcs.
Oh, arcs. About Bane, and I mean the writing's not too terrible, but the ending is just like what the fuck.
No, the writing is terrible.
Quick, just one more tangent I'm gonna have to ask this because you're more you know the Batman verse better than I do. What the fuck is Bloodhaven?
It's the city that Nightwing protects.
Oh, so is it not in Gotham or is it?
No,
in Gotham?
it is a separate city. It is in the same like region of whatever state they are in, but it is not the same city.
So did he just choose to go one city over?
They give you the impression it's more like to use the closest analogy I can think of. They give like an Austin, El Paso kind of thing. Like it's not right next door, but it's within the same state.
Okay.
But there's a reason he went to Bloodhaven. But yes, that is
It's
where
not
he is.
Bloodhaven. It's Bloodhaven.
It's
Bloodhaven. It's BLU with the.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you how it's always been
The
said.
dot.
I don't know what it's called.
Some bullshit.
But
but
overall,
What? Just one last
go
thing.
ahead.
What do you think about the way that the Blob? We're going back to Raven now.
Yeah.
After that long ass tangent. What do you think about the Blob actually making its container for the people into a carnival and putting them through like the worst stuff? Like apparently it's making them do stuff so many times. It said, "Please make it stop." I didn't. What do you think about that?
I don't find carnivals all that scary, so I just thought it was kind of eh.
Yeah, I felt like it might have had more significance if they had explained
Why
why
it got
it
carnival.
chose that.
Because like it captured Ant, but Ant wasn't the first one to leave. And like when Ant left, she left that carnival, but she wasn't the first one
didn't
to
it
be absorbed.
first occupy the space of the carnival?
No, it occupied the space of a warehouse,
Oh,
and then it
okay.
ate
Now
a
there
homeless
was
guy.
technically a carnival or a Ferris something like a festival
Right.
nearby, but it doesn't like
Take the rest of the city. It's
because
just
when
a
they first
carnival.
go in, when you first go in and it's just that warehouse, For some reason, the hobo and the girl that attacks Raven the first time, I forget her name, it's not encompassing the carnival yet, and it's got
still...
carnival stuff there, and I don't understand.
I assume they were trying to be creepy, but I don't find carnivals
I think
creepy.
it's because literally the title of the sixth
Carnival?
issue is called Carnival of Souls. So they try to make it.
I feel like
Interesting, but it
Bethesda
didn't do well.
has a bone to pick with them. The Soul Carn.
I have no idea talking about.
You didn't play the vampire DLC for
He's talking about Skyrim.
I think I just recently finished it, but I don't remember.
It's just the Soul Carn. You go in the thing.
Oh, Spirit World. That's what I called it. Okay.
Yeah, you could go Bleach with it. That's good.
I was going Yu Hakusho.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh my god, don't look at me like that.
I saw.
Yu Yu Hakusho is great. Okay?
I saw the part that I liked.
He saw
was,
Yoko Kurama.
You know what?
I liked.
Yoko Kurama was sexy. I'm gonna give you that.
I liked the tournament.
Yoko Kurama and Hiei Forever.
No.
Yes.
No.
I prefer Yoko Kurama and Kurama.
Isn't that just masturbation?
They're technically two different people.
Yes.
Not even lying.
Yeah.
And I'm totally fine with this.
Yusuke's my homie.
Yusuke
With his
/ Hiei.
spirit gun.
That's a thing. It's on there.
Okay, so those are the two you ship
Well,
together.
If we're doing gay shipping, it's Yusuke and the drunk guy. Straight up.
Who?
Chu. It's Yusuke and Chu all day.
Who?
All day Yusuke and Chu.
I'm missing something.
It's Yusuke
I
and
feel
Chu.
like
The
We'll get,
Australian
okay,
guy.
well, this is not an anime podcast. Let's wrap it up because we're already at an hour and 10 minutes.
Okay, so
Let's do the wrap up.
We started with Eladrius. Let's start with him, and we'll go around and we'll end on him.
like I said, I get what they were trying to do. I like Raven as a character, so a lot of it was just a lot of positive stuff I have to say is about her as a character. The storyline and the art leaves something to be desired, and I think that's my overall opinion, to be honest.
I wish I would have known a little bit more about her origin instead of just being thrown into this one, because once again, I only knew very little, and it didn't really tell me much besides somehow her mom is, her sister is human.
We're gonna reveal that kind of stuff later.
Yeah, so it was kind of weird just to get that, but not knowing any of that and just going into it, I think the idea was a good one at first, but it kind of petered out right near the end. Because it's sort of, like I said, they feel like they were trying to pad out the issues to 6 issues. Because honestly speaking, she could have handled that one within 3, and then we could have dealt the last 3 of being a different villain, like her brother or something like that. And that could have ended as a cliffhanger to go into Teen Titans. But to suffer only on this one blob and keep hitting her head against the wall, it didn't do well on that one. But honestly speaking, it makes me interested to read more and see what happens with her next.
All right. So before I go into my final opinions, would you guys recommend picking this up, either as a cheaper in trade form, or no, or
Probably the cheaper.
I would have to continue reading more. If there's more issues to this, are there any more issues?
No, it was a limited 6.
If that's just it, if just by itself, I probably wouldn't. Me personally, I wouldn't, because it doesn't really do anything.
It would depend. If they had an interest in Raven, that was one of the characters they liked, probably on a cheaper.
That's the thing, though. If you're interested in Raven, this is going to kind of upset you then, because it kind of doesn't show her in a great light.
I think he's talking about new people.
Okay.
that are interested
New
in Raven.
people that are interested in Raven, it does give you her personality. It does give you her power set, and it does give you the limits that she has as a person.
Okay.
However, for the storyline, you just pick it up for the person. Just read it for the person.
Okay. Then I'll agree with you on that one, yeah.
To me, I would pick it up in trade because it's a lot cheaper. And as far as picking it up, if you're gonna go into the Teen Titans and you want to know more, it's a definite must pick up as a supplement to Teen Titans because it informs her. And before we cover Teen Titans, there will be a couple suggested reads like this one will give. But as a supplement to Teen Titans, I definitely pick it up. But if you get the idea of Raven either from this podcast or other sources, it's not a necessity. So that's my point. I agree with them. I'm going to kind of springboard off of what the Master in Time and Space said. He said it petered out. To me, it kind of reminded me of those examples in... It kind of reminded me of those examples in science class, where they would show you what would happen if the Earth was to be destroyed with the moon, where the moon just slung out. I feel like they had an orbit, and then at some point the writer just said, fuck it, and it loops way out of where it was aimed at. And I think with that, guys, we're going to wrap up. Now, we don't have the schedule in front of us, but I've gotten in the habit of telling you guys where we're going the next couple of weeks. I believe Superior Spider-Man is next. Eladrius is already making faces, as I'm sure you can feel through the mic. And then I believe the next DC will be Flash, but I will get back with you on that.
Okay.
And thanks for visiting us at the Center of the Multiverse.
This is your master of time and space, thanking you for listening to the Cripple Talks Comics podcast. If you have any suggestions or questions for us, go ahead and send us an email at crippletalkscomics@gmail.com. That's crippletalkscomics@gmail.com. You can listen to this and all other archive podcasts at iTunes, Stitcher, and the Cripple Talks Comics YouTube page. That's iTunes, Stitcher, and the Cripple Talks Comics YouTube page.